Arise, O compatriot, Nigeria's following to serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith.
My name is OKEY BAKASSI, motivational comedian, movie actor. I want to say God bless everyone here present. If you're here today, you are a survivor. You know, because a lot of people didn't make it to 2017. And even those who did, some of them are not here with us in the month of March as we wind up. You know that just recently we lost a few of our colleagues. So that we are here, we are survivors. And that we are even able to make it to the meeting means that we are even bigger survivors because the country is in recession. So to find transport from point A to point B is not an easy thing. On that note, I'll first of all congratulate everyone here for keeping the hope alive and keeping the flame alive. We cannot pretend that our guild has not gone through crisis. We have gone through the valley of the shadow of death, but the good thing is that we are still alive. Yes. You know, and I don't forget, I went to an embassy sometime, so many years back, in the days of Sitengi. I think it was South African embassy. And a banner at the embassy caught my attention. On that banner, it was a UNICEF banner. And it had a bold inscription. What would you want to be when you grow up? It had the picture of a child. And on top they wrote, what would you want to be when you grow up? Under they simply put, alive. You know, and as I sat there for a long time, I was looking at the banner and I was thinking, you know, normally you say what you want to be when you grow up, and for a child you'll be lawyer, doctor, actor, musician, but the banner simply said alive. Then it hit me that for you to even want to be lawyer, doctor, whatever, you have to be alive. So you can only dream when you're alive. What is happening in AGN is what is happening in Nigeria. People are agitating for an opportunity to control power. Some people want to use PDP as a platform, some want to use APC as a platform. But all boils down to control of power. So same thing is happening in AGN. People are looking for platform. It's just to control power. But the big question, as we have all seen in Nigeria, is not about getting the power. When you get the power, what do you do with it? If Nigeria wants to split today, the only people that can prevent Nigeria from splitting are the people of Nigeria. Yes. If they say we want to stand together, Nigeria will remain one. But if everybody is agitating for a split, then there's no way Nigeria can remain one. If you apply the same reasoning to AGN, the only people who can keep AGN united are we here. And I believe the responsibility is each one tell one. Let us form this, let us form that, let us form this, let us split and form this. Let us call it this name, let us call it that name. My one answer has always been, if we split and form this thing because we are made up of 6 prominent actors and call it one name, if tomorrow we disagree, are we going to split again? And at what point do we now stop? Because once you have 100 people, you have 100 ideologies. And some people think that their own must supersede every other person's own. So if it doesn't work their way, they will then naturally split. Because all those who are for split, all those who are for war, all those, they are people like us. So if the voice of reasoning appeals to each and every one of us, and we talk to our friends and we say, what are we looking for? What do you really want? Because I asked some of the people, some of the factions, I met some of them and I asked them a direct question. I said, gentlemen, you're spearheading the crisis. What do you really want? If you see anybody who is trying to cause confusion, ask them that simple question. You, what do you really want? Don't tell me about what we want. Forget about we. You, as an individual, what do you really want? And they will never answer you. Because they are always hiding under the banner of we, where we represent, we want to, we. Remove we, you. And they won't be able to answer you. Because it's all about a war of selfishness. The guild started because we will gather at the Bedro office. One person will be buying beer and coke all the time.
I was there.
All the time, you were there.
I was there.
One person will be buying coke all the time. And we say, at what point can we buy coke for other people? And we said, okay, you know what, unionism. Let us gather, form an association, pressure group that can demand more from marketers, demand more from producers. So that if we make more money, then everybody can buy Coke for everybody. It will not just be one person. That was how AGN was formed. But has it lived up to that? No. Why are those who are fighting? Why are they fighting? I think it's high time we'll come together. Everybody is tired of the crisis. I don't see why a stand-up comedian today is getting bigger endorsement deal than an actor.
Thank you. That's it.
I belong to both sides.
Yes.
I'm a comedian, I'm an actor. But I don't see why a stand-up comedian will get a bigger deal than our biggest actors. Because the platform is a mess.
That's what
So it is time that we begin to use our sense and reason. There was one of the things I learned when I went to do politics. There was a slang in government house at the time. Follow who know road. Follow who know road. So if somebody decides tomorrow to say, oh, follow me, find out first whether you know road so that you know where you're going. You understand? Some of us are following people who don't know road. And they are leading people all over the place and misleading them. So please, my brothers, I encourage us to borrow ourselves and continue with the spirit of unity. Each one tell one. Okay, because I believe if we talk to ourselves in love, in honesty, we'll understand that this purpose will serve everybody better if we come together.
Yes.
The crisis in AGN is making us miss up on a whole lot of opportunities. The people who are benefiting from it are the people we set up this guild to fight. We set up this guild to fight for our rights from those who want to make sure that we don't make money. But for as long as we stay divided, then we cannot articulate anything, then they can get away with anything. But in all this, we must find direction too. Yes. We must find direction. We must take our rightful place. So I just brought a message of peace. It's high time. Thank you very much.